Hello everybody, it's Amanda from Scrimpingmommy.co.uk. We're back after the Christmas break, nice and refreshed and ready to go. I hope you all have a wonderful new year. And you know, Stampin' Up! Has an amazing event starting in January, and that is the launch of the Spring Summer catalogue and also the very famous celebration whereby you get lots of free stuff basically. So today I'm using one of the free items, and it is the Celebrate You Thinlits. And you get 3 of these fantastic word dies. I absolutely love these, love them. And I'm going to use them in conjunction with a new stamp set, Picture Perfect Birthday, which is super fun. And I'm also going to be using this 6x6 DSP, which is called Picture Perfect Party, and it's stunning. It's such fun. I've been playing with this all day. I've made several cards from this. Absolutely love it. So, all of the measurements will be over my blog at scrimpingmommy.co.uk. I've written them down here as well, so I don't forget. So we're starting with Bermuda Bay, and this base started off at 11 1/8 by 4 3/8, score at 5.5. Okay, then we want a DSP layer, and I've picked this one, which is all nice and spotty and dotted with all the colours. And the colours in this DSP are Bermuda Bay, Lemon Lime Twist, Peekaboo Peach, and Berry Burst. I think there's some black in there as well. So we've got that one, and then we've got some Peekaboo Peach cardstock, and that measures 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. And then I've got my stamping layer, and this measures 5 inch by 5 3/4. And as you can see, I have already used this Celebrate Thinlet, and I've cut the word out of there. Okay, now we're going to do something a little bit special. So what I'm going to do on the back of here, first of all, is I'm going to line the back of it, very carefully with some double-sided sticky tape. I have been watching Jennifer Maguire. I do love what she does, and this idea has come from her, because I've seen her do something very similar on her channel. I tried another one of her techniques and ended up in a big old mess. So this is my watered down easy version. Okay, so now that's leaving us with a sticker insert there inside those words. So I'm just going to carefully put that to one side for a moment. And what I've also done is I have cut the word Celebrate out of plain white cardstock, and I have cut the word You out of the Bermuda Bay. So we'll stick that to one side because we don't need that for now. And this word, we're going to colour it 2 tones. And I'm using the beautiful new Stampin' Blends, and these are really awesome because if you want to do something in 2 colours, because they're alcohol markers, they won't bleed into each other and make a big muddy mess. So I'm using the thin end, and I'm going to just roughly find the halfway mark, although it doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be straight, doesn't matter, it's just for fun. I'm just going to, like so. So we've got a line there. So put your lids on your alcohol markers straight away, don't leave them lying about without lids on, because, you know, alcohol dries, is putting things to dry quick, so you don't want your pens drying out. So using the brush tip, I'm going to now colour in the bottom half of this sentiment, the Thinlet. Colour it all around. I did have the idea of cutting out 2 in different coloured cardstock, cutting them in half and joining them together, but what happened was I ended up with a big old mess. That doesn't happen to Jennifer Maguire, does it? I ended up with a big old mess, and I couldn't figure out how to join them back up because the words are quite thin, and you know, if you cut it in half, they just weren't joined together. So yeah, that idea didn't quite work, so that's why I adapted my idea and I'm colouring it in instead. Much easier, much quicker way of doing it. Make sure you've got all around the edges, you don't want any white bits showing. Okay, so that's that one. And then the other side, you could leave it white. Obviously, you can choose whatever colours you want. I'm using the light Bermuda Bay, and that was the light Calypso Coral. Okay. And like I say there, you've got a nice joining line, and because they are alcohol markers, it doesn't run or bleed into each other, which is perfect because it means you get a nice, definitive, crisp line there. Okay, you could leave it like that. That looks really nice as well. Colour it on all different colours. In fact, I quite like that. Yep, you could do it in lots of different colours. It would be brilliant. That is the benefit of alcohol markers, isn't it? But I'm going to colour it all in. I'm doing it very quickly. I'm quite rough. Like, obviously, if you give it a try, take more time over it. I spent quite a while on my sample to make sure it looked really nice, because I have tried this out and I actually do have a sample, which I did create initially. This card was designed for my Facebook forum. I do have a forum where we share all our Stampin' Up makes and ideas, and I do have a little DT team over there, and they're really, really awesome, talented people. So go on over and check that out. That's called Stampin' for All, and we're over on Facebook. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to move that out of the way, and I'm going to bring this back in, and I'm going to very carefully inlay this back inside there. Okay, very carefully, a bit at a time, just ease it in. Just concentrating. If I go quiet for a minute, it's just because I'm concentrating. I don't want it to be wonky. Okay, and then press it in. Try not to press on the gaps where you can see the sticky tape through, because we want that to stay sticky. You don't want your skin on it. Okay, and then this is where I've got the idea, and I'm slightly copying off Jennifer Maguire. And that's because the other idea that I borrowed of hers didn't work. It didn't work for me anyway. Made a right mess of it. But this one does work. So we're sprinkling this Dazzling Diamonds, Stampin' Up glitter now, in these little gaps, because we've got our double-sided tape showing beneath. And then get your finger and rub it in. You can do it with embossing powder as well, but on this occasion I'm going to remove the backing of the sticky tape as well, which will then give me kind of like a clear, almost glittery window, and then the cardstock that I lay underneath will show through. So there you go. Okay. So that is pressed nicely into that double-sided tape now. We'll just get rid of that. Just get rid of that excess glitter. And you can rub it away now, because you only want what's on the sticker. Okay. Get rid of that. And there we go. So that's that. Now this is when we start stamping. I'm not going to remove the backing until I'm ready for layering my card up, otherwise, you know, you're going to have sticky on your mat, so don't remove it yet. This is where we do our stamping. So I'll just get some blocks. Just select a few little blocks. This is why I like to have a good selection, because if there's more than one little doofer that I want to stamp, then I can stamp them all. I think that's all of them. I'll just get my stamp and scrub ready, because I'm going to do more than one colour. So first of all, I'm going to choose Bermuda Bay, because it's coordinating. That's the word, coordinating. And I'm going to just stamp quite randomly. I'm going to leave this top corner free for now, because I want to stamp something else on there. In fact, I might do that now, before I forget. Let me get my black ink. I feel like I'm out of practice. I feel like I haven't made cards in ages because I've had like a week off. And I have had time off. I haven't uploaded to my channel. I haven't gone on my blog. Because, you know, I just think that you need time off. This is kind of like my job. It's what I do full time. Because I've got no else to do with my life. And, you know, I think it's healthy to have a proper break. So that's what I've done. Right, so I'm lining up this sentiment now. My blocks are absolute, like, manky. They proper need cleaning. And this one says, cue the confetti, if I just show you here. And we've got one font there and then confetti's in another font, which I absolutely love. I'm using basic black. I'm just going to practice stamp because these are new stamps and I haven't used them a lot. I just want to make sure it's not going to miss-stamp. That's fine. Lots of ink on there. Line it up on my grid so I know I've got it straight. My block's absolutely filthy. Oh dear. I need to give them a wash. And then give that a press and hopefully that will stamp nicely or else my card's wrecked. Yay! There we go. It's not hard to get really nice results with Stampin' Up, I do have to admit. Right, so now I'm going to use, what did I use on my sample? Berry Burst on this one. Let me find my Berry Burst ink. There we go. I do like these little, you know, little fancy bits, like little backgrounds. I think it's fun. And you can just stamp away to your heart's content, making yourself a little custom background. I think I'll leave it there actually. I think I will. I did want another colour in there. I don't actually have Peekaboo Peach ink. Strangely enough, I checked my stash and I must have never got round to buying it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the closest. Because, you know, I'm a big believer in use what you've got. You don't have to have everything. You know, I haven't bought it for a reason. And the reason being I must have thought I wasn't going to use it. So I'm not going to rush out and buy it. I'm going to use something else. And to me, a good alternative is Flirty Flamingo. Get that hair off, get off. So I link that up, practice, and just randomly add a little bit of Flirty Flamingo. I'm not very good at random. My brain wants to do it in a pattern, an organised pattern. I don't really do well at random, but there we go. My brain can just about cope with that. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry. Just put that to one side and let it dry. I'm going to build up my other layers. So DSP first. I'm going to use glue. Look at these hats. This is the other side. It's a difficult one. It's a good job you get lots and lots and lots of sheets of each pattern because this paper is such fun. I just want to use, I'm going to be buying quite a few of these. I can see it coming. Because it's such fun. And I usually like quite muted, subtle colours, but this is just awesome. I love it. I love the colours in it. So I'm going to probably be using it an awful lot. Now I'm putting my Peekaboo Peach on. And you can get the coordinating card packs that match the colours of the DSP packs, which is good. Because then you know you don't have to buy a whole pack of one colour. You get like here, let me just show you. You know, you get so many sheets of each. So it's good. They've thought of everything, haven't they, Stampin' Up? They're pretty clever. Right. This is why I like glue, because you've got time to move it about a bit if you've not got it quite straight. So there we go. So that's ready. So now here I'm going to add, where are they? My Stampin' Up dimensionals, because I do want it quite dimensional. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got proof that I've been cooking this Christmas as well, look. That's a cooker burn. My husband always teases me that I never cook. Well, I've got evidence. Okay, so I'm just going to save this dimensional to go in the middle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to carefully remove this tape now. Get off. And then I'm going to find a part in the middle to put my dimensional, but I don't want it over one of the glittery bits, so I'll just put it, I just want to give my card a little bit of support in the middle, so I'll just put it there. Be alright. Okay, and then as you can see, I don't know if you can see, but that then becomes see-through. Yeah, you can see, can you see? That then becomes see-through, but glittered. So it's like little windows. And then I'm going to layer it very carefully. Oh, I hope I can get it straight on there like so. And there you go, that's really nice. Then you can see the colour of the peekaboo peach through there, and it looks really cute. And then I've got my little U, because I'm having Celebrate You. And you can use the really small dimensionals, whatever, these ones, and they do, if you put them strategically on the shape, they do, it does work, and you don't see them. So if you put one there between the Y and the O in the top there, and then the same here, and the O and the U, and then they will just be hidden. If you want them anywhere else, you will have to snip them. Okay, so Celebrate You, we're going to put that down here. Oops, I'm going to try and put it straight. There. And there we go, there is our first card for the season, Celebrate You. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you'll give it a try. I hope you'll give this little technique a try. I'm quite pleased with how that turned out. Yeah, lovely. Thanks for watching. See you soon.